Hey guys, I'm Gary the Gremlin, but I can't deal with that now. New year, new me, and new board too. Let's erase all those old dates. I think this little deadline calendar of mine has been up for the past 4 or 5 videos, and I don't think that needs to be there anymore. Now, I have been a very frequent customer of comic book and action figure stores for about as long as I've been on this little earth. But my first con was yesterday, Columbia Comic and Toy Show in Columbia, South Carolina. Let me tell you guys, in case you don't know, South Carolina roads are not for the lighthearted. The potholes on the trip, potholes are bad. And drivers in South Carolina are terrible. Don't go there. This is a yearly convention held in SC, and it features vintage, collectibles, and comic books. It was a really fun time. I went with my girlfriend and 2 of our friends, and we got to see a bunch of toys, I got to meet some pretty cool people. I got to talk shop with some Transformer fans, which doesn't happen that often. That was pretty neat. Here's a photo showing some really neat Godzilla toys they had. Here's the Bull T-Rex from the Lost World toy line. I saw 2 of these there. This one didn't have a price tag. The other one was $100. And I thought long and hard about that because I've always wanted this toy. But here was a life-size Gremlin puppet. I own one of those. I don't own Stripe. I own the regular one. This is from Trick or Treat Studios. Here was a massive display of Legos. There's so many minifigures here. Here was another Gremlin. This is the Holiday Stripe. I saw him, and I was thinking about it, mainly because that gizmo is so cute. Here was a mint-in-box Jetfire G1. That thing was amazing. Besides being $500, it was... Here's a bathroom. It was at a Shriner's temple, and when you went in the bathroom, there were urinals that had no stall doors, no partitions between them, and that was kind of weird. And you may say, Gary the Gremlin, that's really weird, you took a picture in a bathroom. But I've never been in a bathroom in a public place before that had a shower, so right back at you. Here's a hot dog and a hamburger, and hamburger was actually really good. I only had a bite of it, my girlfriend got it. The hot dog was pretty quality. All in all, it was a really fun time, but I know that's not why you're watching this video, so let's get to all the crap I bought. We're going to go in order of what stuff I bought first, maybe to make it a little bit more fun, and maybe just to show you how the event was going. First up, this little cat bus plush. I love Totoro. It's one of my favorite movies. Had it on DVD as a kid, would watch it all the time in the car. Parents were always really annoyed by it because that's a very loud movie. There's a lot of yelling and screaming in it. And my favorite little guy in that movie out of all the little weirdos was always the cat bus. So I kind of had to get this plush. I know it's not the usual thing I get on here, but I've got a pretty big stuffed animal collection. Like, I got a little weirdos. And, well, that's the main thing I buy, is I buy weirdos. I never buy ones that look normal. So he will go with them, and he will look adorable. Second up on the list of things I got is Buzzworthy Cliff Jumper. Now, this one immediately kind of breaks a rule that I established for myself for the con. I said that I was not going to buy anything that came out in the last 5 years. And this guy is the one exception. I set that rule because, you know, I've never been to a con before. I'm not at stores that often. I wanted to make sure that I get something that, you know, that I couldn't feasibly pick up on shelves right now. I had to turn down, there was a guy I talked to for a while about Transformers, and he showed me his Legacy Sandstorm that he was selling. And I really wanted to buy it because I really want Sandstorm. But Cliff here is the exception because do you see that price? Do you see that? This dude was $23. I can't find him on eBay for less than $70. I don't know if these guys knew what they got. This was from a place called LT Toys. It's in Columbia. They gave me their card, and I told them about my YouTube channel. Just looking at the package, I think it's interesting that on the box art and on the back render, he's shown with see-through windows, and he's got the opaque ones. I'm not a big fan of opaque windows. I've said that a lot. I think it looks a little silly, especially this color. This is the color I really hate. But also, Earthrise Cliff Jumper is really hard to get. Moving on to the third items I bought. I'm counting these as one because I got them together. It is 2 little Jurassic Park raptors. I think this is the Screecher Raptor, and I think this is... I don't know what this one is. I don't think this one has a name. They're very loose. They're very fiddly. This one's action feature still kind of works. If you push down on his neck, his mouth opens just a little bit. This guy, I'll have to open him up to see if his batteries are completely corroded. You know, he might still work. I think what you do for him is you push backwards on his legs and he roars. But considering this toy is 30 plus years old, I would not count on it. Oh, wait. Playing with it, I've just discovered the feature. The feature is, in fact, you pull on the leg and the arms splay open. That's interesting. And I'm sure it roars too, but I'll experiment with that later. In short, I just personally would love to have all of the first series Jurassic Park line. You know, that's kind of a collector dream, just because they mean that much to me. They're all such cool toys. Kenner made awesome toys, and the Jurassic Park line is kind of one of their peak. You know, they really pushed it on making some interesting stuff. Enough about these two weirdos, let's move on. My third purchase was this beautiful box. Now, I am not an in-box collector. I famously say it all the time. I throw out my boxes. But this is one where I am tempted to just not unbox this guy. I'm tempted to just keep him in box and hang him up on my wall and look at him all day. Because this is Transformers RID 2001 X-Brawn. And does he not look amazing? I love this trio of cars. They all look so amazing. I know that new Sideburn just came out in Legacy. I haven't picked them up because my favorite thing about these guys is their alt modes. Their alt modes are all amazing. And my favorite out of all of them is X-Brawn with his wheeljack color scheme and just he's just a real car. He's not like, you know, when they turn into a fake car that looks kind of extreme, or this guy's just a real car. A very brightly colored car, you know, like a rally car, but realistically a car I could see driving on the road. And that's what makes me excited. I could be wrong, because I'm often wrong about cars, but I think he's supposed to turn into like a little Mercedes-Benz, like a little off-road SUV. It's like one of those little, like, you know, cigarette-sponsored rally cars. I love him. He's great. We'll see if he gets a review, or if he just stays in his box forever, because honestly, he's adorable. Fifth item and second cliff jumper is Classics Cliff Jumper. First, look at this. Look at this little flip. Isn't that adorable? On the box, you open it up and you get to see what the robot mode looks like. This guy also might have to stay in packaging. I know I've said that already for X-Brawn, but just look at him. These are both ones that I've bought because I love the car mode so much. One of my favorite toys is Classics Bumblebee. I made a review for him ages ago, and I love that toy. And recently this year, I was moving, and Bumblebee fell, and he broke. His leg broke off. My dad bought me that figure years ago on my birthday, and that was kind of a special memory, and I've always loved that car. He's kind of like a little knockoff, kind of like a Mini Coupe, kind of like a Subaru, like a kind of little hybrid between those designs, you know. Looks like a Mini Coupe, but he's got like the headlights of a Subaru. I don't know what's going on. And the Bumblebee, just, it's a favorite of mine. But now I have a little cliff jumper to join in with him. You know, I can transform this guy and not worry about his leg. I wish he had a different head. It's kind of silly. It's kind of the time that he does just have the Bumblebee head in red. But I really love this guy. Our last item, and this is a very big surprise one, a surprise one to me, is Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Pirantishead. Huh? I don't know anything about Power Rangers. I think I watched it when I was a kid, but I kind of don't remember any of the shows I watched. But he's pretty cute. I really love a pastel color scheme. I think you guys know that. That's why I love the 86 Autobots so much. And Decepticons, because they're all pastel. You got like Galvatron, Cyclonus, and Scourge are all like pastel blue or purple. And then you got all the Autobots that are like, Springer, RC, Cup, just like slate grays and pastel greens and like a light pink. It's so great. And this guy, well, he is all three of those colors. He's kind of like a nice coral with the green and the pink, but then also like a nice little grayish blue. Oh, he looks so weird too. And for $10, I could not turn this guy down. Now, because this guy is probably never going to get a review, I think I'll just open him here and play with him a little bit, and that'll be the end of this video. Okay. Let's actually open this box up. I think it's just let me pull the camera back. Wait 1 second, guys. Okay, that's better. Wait. Oh, hello. My phone stand is trying to destroy me. Okay. Phone stand troubles aside, now we're actually opening him. Ooh. Ooh, ugh. I hate when the tray's kind of greasy, you know? This one is. I don't really know anything about Power Rangers. If anyone knows about it and wants to tell me in the comments, I'll gladly listen to it. And respond. Get all these accessories out. Oh, he comes with alternate hands, which is nice. And fish nunchucks. I assume Power Ranger fans must not have really liked this guy. Or maybe he's like a really minor level bad guy. Here's this fin that we're going to attach in. Because, you know, he went so deep on discount. Oh my gosh, that's tight. I'm going to have to take this off screen. Got that in. It was a snug fit, but it just goes in. Look at this guy's bright colors. He's just... Oh, and the jaw. It's not just a hinge. It also goes to side. What? Now, what business does he have looking like that? That's ridiculous. Okay. I shouldn't have fun with my toys like that. Why is he so weird? I've always loved Godzilla. I've always loved Godzilla movies. And Power Rangers feels like just adjacent to Godzilla. Like, kind of like one of those Kamen Rider things. I don't know Kamen Rider at all. Also, tell me about Kamen Rider if you know about Kamen Rider. Oh, I think he's supposed to have an ab crunch, but it will not stay in place. And it's kind of making an ugly clicking sound when I bend it. Like, I can move it down, and then it springs back up, which doesn't seem right. Puny Autobot. I think that's what he would say. I don't know. What was the name of this guy again? Pirantishead. Pirantishead? I'm going to assume it's Pirantishead, because that's how you say piranha. He's got a posable little tail. I think it's just on a ball joint, but that's cute. That's great. Check him out, if you will. I think this blue, like, flame accessory he comes with, I think it's supposed to be water, can just go around his fist like that. Like, that's him swishing his arm towards you to give you a big old clobber. Okay, rambling with Pirantishead aside. I had a really great time. I'll definitely be going back to that con next year. Pretty darn happy with all the things I got. It was a very Autobot haul, wasn't it? It was all good guys, except Pirantishead guy, who I'm 90% sure is a bad guy. Almost definitely. So, that's all for today. Look forward to Saturday, when there will be a usual review coming out. It will either be on the comic edition Exaron on Flame, or it will be on this massive Godzilla toy my girlfriend got me for Christmas. Until then, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Gary the Gremlin, and I will see you later.